Lovely, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren. This is Scorpionic Readings, and today's pick a card topic, we're looking at what is next in love, career, and relationships. I wanted to divide it with love and relationships specifically. I feel like sometimes we make that love and relationship section of our readings focused on romantic love. So I wanted to take some time, dedicate part of the reading toward your platonic relationships with friends and family, that kind of thing, work relationships as well. I just saw 33 on the timer, so that does feel quite important to recognize aspects of community and teamwork in this reading. But with all of that said, I chose the Seven of Pentacles as the card to choose your pile for today's reading. So there are three different tarot decks to pick from. Pile 1 here we have the Wake Me Up Tarot. Pile 2, you have the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And then pile 3, you have the Spirit Animal Tarot. So take all the time you need, guys, to choose your pile. When you're ready, that link will be listed in the description box to take you directly to your reading, and I will meet you there. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your messages. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I apologize if I sound kind of stuffy during this reading. I have a bit of a cold, but anyway, let's get right into your messages. So I'm going to shuffle out an archetype here for each section we're going to be looking at for what's next in love, what's next in career, please Spirit. Okay, and then what is next in relationships? Okay, so let's take a look at those. We've got here for career, the Judge, or for love, I'm sorry, and then career is Agape, and relationships are the Mountain. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle out a few clarifying tea leaf cards for each section as well, and we will go from there. So for love, can we clarify here the Judge card for pile 1? I see one back here. So I've got crib with birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, I'm just now getting like the meaning with this love of perhaps the Judge representing a legal union, legalized, or you know what I'm trying to say, coming together in a legal sense with someone, with your partner. We've got here pale with time to get out of a situation. We have the month of March. Okay. I feel like for some of you in love, there could be like a process that has been ongoing since March, with the last like 6 months or so at the time you're watching this reading. Or perhaps the conception of something began 6 months ago around March. And with time to get out of a situation, I think that there could be something pushing you in this partnership, both of you, to take the next step. Like there's something kind of like forcing that forward, or encouraging it rather, or just there's like a rush to it in one way or another. There's something like timely to this message, like something is at risk, or risking the loss of something if not treated in a timely manner, or like deconstructed or brought together in a timely manner, with again with like the mentions of legal aspects coming into play with this. Yeah, there's something that has been consuming a relationship for you for the last few months or so, and something will change with it. Yes, that's really all I'm getting so far. So let's go ahead and move along to the career section, and then we'll get back to this with tarot as well. So career here, I've got dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, there's one that flipped over. I'll see if I find that again. But more tea leaf to clarify. We've got tree, affairs with your family. And I'm seeing this one. We've got rooster with an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay. So definitely someone is standing in the way of something. Someone is trying to take your peace, what you are going to have. Ultimately, what you've been able to maintain is your peace, but someone is out there, an arrogant, boastful person has been interested in disrupting that. Maybe they, in one way or another, have some kind of information about you that makes them feel powerful or makes them perceive you in a certain way. Like affairs with your family is giving me this idea of like having some kind of reputation based on your past, based on who you associate with, family and friends, or just work partners, people you wouldn't necessarily have come together with unless under certain circumstances, such as being blood related or coming together for work. Once again, someone feels like they have some information over you that makes them powerful. Once again, yeah. But ultimately, the goal here and what you have been dedicating to with the Seven of Pentacles, I see the consistency showing up every day, maintaining strong boundaries that protect your peace, doing the best you can, that is, but ultimately what you will be getting out of the other side of this tough situation with career is coming back to peace again, because that has been the standard you have withheld for yourself through all of this. Next, going into relationships, we've got the Mountain, a stubborn, aggressive person here with the Ram tea leaf card. Okay. Can we clarify with some tea leaf further for relationships in general? A stubborn, aggressive person. Okay. Let's see. We got desk with pay attention to your work. I was just thinking that I feel like this must be relating to this arrogant, boastful person. We have a stubborn, aggressive person as well. I was thinking that that may tie into this career section with affairs with your family. This person could be someone you're entangled with because you are blood related and you also work with them. Like a double whammy. Like you work with them and you're blood related, and the fact that both of those things are true is the only thing that would have brought you two together otherwise, because there are strong differences in personality, especially your values of honor, respect, work ethic, and discipline. I feel like there are big differences, and you kind of value those things much more. You value the showing up consistently, you value work ethic, you value being a team player, and this person is in fact the opposite. They have so many reasons to be there for you, to be a team member with you. Once again, they are family, they work with you. There should be no hesitation for this to work and mesh well, but they have some kind of agenda, they have some toxicity that comes out because of these circumstances, and it negatively affects you. They hold it against you that you guys are family. They may take advantage of you and push tasks on you at work and know that you can't like say much because it would be just wrong to like get this person in trouble, like that kind of thing. They feel like they have some power over you because of your relationship, like on paper, your paper relationship, like yes, we're technically second cousins or whatever it is, but other than that, there's not much that makes me feel connected to you. Yeah, so anyway, all of this coming in, and to say that this card, desk with pay attention to your work, absolutely confirmed that for me as I was thinking about that this is tying into the work section. This message about work comes out. So that was a strong confirmation for me. Hopefully that is strong confirmation for you as well if you need it. But this final tea leaf card as well, love to see it. We have door with opportunities are waiting for you. Door, and it's like this is you. Yeah, I'm just getting a synchronicity here with the imagery of the door, and the door here, it looks the same. But that's beautiful to see, to end out these kind of more challenging messages we've come through so far. I feel like there's been a lot of weight on you. I don't know if the weight has been making you like bend or break too much. Like, you've been very, very resilient. You have these strong values and a strong ability to practice persistence and discipline. Yeah. So like, you've had a lot of weight on you. You have not bent that much regardless of these circumstances pushing down on you, especially with this person we've mentioned, and that making career just more challenging than it needs to be, and as well as in relationship. What I'm getting here is like something that has required patience, something that has required like monitoring, checking for updates on availability, on eligibility, like that kind of thing is coming through with this love message. You and a partner, this is speaking of someone you are with currently, absolutely. So if you are not with a committed partner, I should have said that a while ago, but this, I think you are not going to resonate with these messages at all. But I don't know, they could resonate with you in other ways, so take what does, but I'm getting such a specific feeling about what has been challenging you and your partner these past like 6 months-ish. At the time you're watching this is a timeless message. Yeah, it's been checking days off the calendar day by day. It's been checking tasks off day by day. It's been reviewing, refreshing, checking for an updated status. Like, it's just been kind of like the same thing over and over again. I hope to get more clarifying messages as we get into the tarot right now. So let's go ahead and grab that. Start with this section here with the love. So I'm thinking let's get 3 cards to start, and then we will clarify that with one more card, give you the final guidance. So can we get 3 different cards to clarify these messages here with love? What is next for pile 1? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups. All right, further clarification, please, Spirit, for pile 1's love predictions. So I've got 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this is the moment of doing the thing that you have been waiting for. How you may feel. Calm overall, though the nerves are kind of underlying, but overall it's calm. Overall you feel supported by your partner. That's really big within this, is your partner showing up and offering to you, and that just made me like feel really passionate about what's going on here. Like this, your partner is going to be right by your side, supporting you with anything that entails for you. Emotional, physical support, bringing you the things that you like and enjoy. Like, I literally see that happening here. Them bringing you, as you are not feeling your best, what they know you enjoy. Same happening here and here. So much offering going on. Yeah. I feel like this is a positive outcome to what has been challenging and what has been weighing you down, because I see that there is a time in which you feel nervous, but excited, but ready, but mostly at ease about what is ahead, and there's a time where your partner also feels very content with having reached this point, and they are bringing you an offering of support to help you heal emotionally, physically, mentally, and paying attention to your needs as a changing season occurs with the birth or conception of a child or enterprise. There is something that will be new to their relationship, a new addition to the relationship. And there may be a time of decreased health or energy with this transition, but your partner, or if this is you as a partner to them, or both things at once, both of you supporting one another, regardless of who is in what position within this event, there's something so special here about how they show their love and support for you consistently over and over and over again with the Seven of Pentacles, doing this all the time, doing it every day without judgment, without conditions behind why they do it. Like, I love this message for you guys. And there is one card that shuffled out on the ground. I'm going to take that now to give you your final guidance on this section of your reading. So let's take a look. All right, so we have here the Seven of Swords. Final guidance. My initial thought is that you're going to be getting some information coming in soon. Yeah, like I see the 7 sticking out on the wall, so I do want to say, like, now, the past 6 months, and then a month ahead perhaps is when things start changing for you and things start happening, a shift in the season. 6 to 7 months from when it started. That could be specific for some of you, but take that lightly, take the timing lightly for sure, but that is a timely message for some of you watching this collective reading, is 6 to 7 months out from when this process began. You may see change. Okay. And yeah, furthermore, it's really giving me a message of having information revealed or new information to work with. Like, that's really what the message is here. Yep, that's what it is. So I'm gonna end it right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and move along to the career section. Spirit, can we clarify these messages for what pile 1 can expect to happen next? All right, there's 1. Queen of Cups. All right. Let's go ahead and get another clarifying message for pile 1, career. Okay, we've got 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And final message to clarify, please. And the 9 of Cups. I'm going to love if you guys get a 9 of Wands, perhaps, in this pile here. Okay, so with what we mentioned, your biggest theme, like the biggest way you are showing up, is kind of what I intended these archetype cards to represent. So you had Agape, which holds the meaning of unconditional love, if I didn't mention that before. Unconditional love, which enough to say that we did mention that here with your love section of the reading, that is the energy you and your partner give to one another, which is special to mention here because it shows me that is the same energy you're able to carry into how you hold yourself, your standards, your work, and your honor and reputation as you deal with someone kind of coming at you and decreasing their own honor. Yeah, you handle it very well. You handle it with your head held high, literally with the Queen of Cups here. And you, in the meantime, you're improving. This person is wasting time trying to bring you down, trying to play games, and you are doing more in this time than they ever could and ever will. With the 8 of Pentacles, you're becoming better and stronger mentally with how you handle this kind of like negative mind games and things like that, but also with your actual skill, with your craft, with your work specifically. You are becoming better and better, and you could be receiving like a raise in this time. You could be receiving some kind of bonus or opportunity above this person because they were too distracted trying to get at you to actually do the work that would make them kind of be above you, I guess, in one way. If they were able to get that raise, then they may actually have some kind of ground at least to say like, well, I'm better than you. Not to say that like position makes people better than one another, but they simply don't have much else to show for being better than you. And now you were focused in this time, they were not. They were distracted and they missed an opportunity that you will be getting. Opportunity waiting for you, door opening. All of this is tying together. The Ram is stubborn and aggressive, and they do not get this, but you do because you've been paying attention to your work. It's all coming together. Yeah, I love that. Let's get one final clarifying message, and then I might need to turn the camera off. It's overheating, but we will finish out quickly with your last relationship section. So your clarifying card I feel here is the 5 of Swords. I see you winning against some conflict and competition, and this fizzling out, this becoming less on the forefront for you. It kind of like whatever opportunity you're able to get is partly why this kind of like fades away, or this person like finally quiets down and lets you do your thing, because maybe like the opportunity you get distances you from them physically, or just makes it so that you don't have to be directly on the same team working with one another or communicating as often. Yeah, I see you winning, I see you getting first place, and this person has their empty cup. They have nothing left after they have failed to bring you down. I don't know, we wish the best for all people, but this is just what this person has been for you. This isn't what they are as a whole, but this is the energy that they have displayed to you. Okay, let's finish out these messages drawn here with your relationship section. So you are the Mountain. Let's clarify, please, Spirit, these tea leaf cards that have come out. Okay, so got here a Queen of Pentacles, new opportunity, elevating status. Okay, can we clarify with 2 more tarot cards, please? Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. So, the Fool, new start, new opportunity. They very much look like the same person as well. One more tarot card before the final guidance. All right. So 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So relationships. I feel like this, so far, it really only covered that person with the work and family. So let me think about how this can apply, or if there's any other message about other people involved within this part of your reading: relationships, platonic ones, friends, and family. Okay. I feel like there is a message of you being a provider coming in, definitely. But I'm not getting too strongly other relationship dynamics coming up with this. I feel like there's a focus on you with the Fool. Your ability to upgrade upgrade your status is a new journey for you. It's a new kind of experience for you where you get to be happier, you get to be more rewarding of yourself, coming out of a place where perhaps you had to save a lot more, you had to plug your financial resources toward other people's needs. There's an opportunity and an ability here to put more of that right back to yourself, to give yourself 20% for your own enjoyment and putting it toward an investment for a project. You could be not like getting money to a point where you choose to like spend it at the time you receive it, but you're choosing to put it away, plug it away somewhere that is working for you, that is an investment, and then you kind of have like a plan in mind of when you might access that, when you might kind of pull that card out of your hat and say, I'm doing this like wild card option. I bet you didn't see this coming. Like, you're going to prioritize allowing that opportunity for yourself if it should and when it presents itself to you in the future. Yeah, because you are the Fool. This is like newness. There is focus on kind of working with it and becoming integrated with it. And so, yes, you are a work in progress and you are working toward building a better future, building a better opportunity for new experiences in the future, building an ability to act on impulse when the time calls, whether it is to travel, to start a side hustle business, or things like that. Purchase like something for yourself. I don't know, a new car, like a getaway cabin, something like that. I don't know. You have in mind things you may do with it, and for now it makes you happy enough to be able to be setting aside for that kind of opportunity in the future. Okay, I like that. You're helping out others, but you're going to be helping yourself so much in the future. You're going to have a lot of room and opportunity for enjoyment. So let's get one final clarifying card for this section. Got the Ace of Swords. Yes. Yeah. You're preparing for time when opportunity or inspiration, especially with Ace of Swords, may strike. You're going to ensure that you have the ability to escape, to pivot, to change if things should ever go awry or start to become negative or not what you want. Perhaps they already feel that way, but you're creating space for yourself. Like, when people say like your future self will thank you for doing this, that is exactly what you're doing, because you've recognized that that's you. That's quite simply you, and you want to look out for yourself just the way that you've learned to prioritize the future, to look ahead when it comes to supporting other people, specifically family. Yeah, so guys, that's your messages for what to expect next in love, career, and relationships. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, let me know how this resonated for you, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future readings. And with all that said, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in your next message. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your messages. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I apologize if I sound kind of stuffy. I just have a bit of a cold. But anyway, let's start out with archetypes. So I'm going to be doing love, career, and relationships as the 3 different sections we're going to look at. What you can expect next. So let's get an archetype first for love, please, for Pile 2. What is next in love for Pile 2? Staring at this one. So we've got the Mystic. Alright, let's move along to career. What's next in career for Pile 2? I'm seeing one here. We've got the Bridge. And finally, in relationships, platonic friendships, and family relationship, work relationships, any of that, let's take a look. Okay. So we've got the Vision. Well, very spiritual cards to start here. The Mystic, the Bridge, and the Vision. So you guys could be my spiritual group here, my intuitive group, psychic group. Let's continue along before we get too much into that kind of message. We'll clarify here with tea leaf. First, for love and relationships, let's clarify that here, please, Spirit, with some tea leaf oracle cards. So I see this one. Wow, we've got crib with birth or conception of a child or enterprise. This was the first card to come out in this section of the reading for pile 1 as well. There's a lot of cards in this tea leaf deck, so I find that to be very much a coincidence. Very interesting how that happens. We've got Scissors with disappointment in some affair. Okay, can we clarify that, please? All right, let's take a look at that one. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Very, like, wow, we've got scissors, we've got a claw, like, what's going on here? Disappointment in some affair and being careful to not take a risk. And the Mystic, I feel like if this is any kind of, like, warning message about not going forward with the birth or conception of some new relationship, if that's what it is, I feel like definitely you have been kind of sensing that and feeling that as well. If that feels like very out of the blue to be told that maybe be careful with approaching this relationship, this romantic one specifically, if that feels very kind of out of the blue, then I don't think this is your message. I think this would be confirmation for you if you have already suspected that maybe this isn't quite right in one way or another. Maybe this isn't what I want to get myself into at this time. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles being what we've chosen our groups from today, it has meanings of repetitive work, of kind of like mundane work at times, and doing the same thing. I feel like you're mostly in a routine where you would be comfortable enough that this person is not integrated enough in that routine to where it wouldn't be hard to kind of distance from that, push it aside. Like the claws have not been able to put a grip on you like perhaps they have with other people in the past. This person that is approaching you, perhaps they have somewhat of a history of like latching onto people, having big attachment struggles in relationships, and that could be kind of something maybe you have dabbled with as well, and you do recognize the potential for it to be that way, and you know that it is the best and most wise decision to protect yourself to avoid a relationship that would be that way. Literally cutting ties with the scissors. Cutting ties is something I feel like you are leaning toward that already once again. I don't know if this is like a crazy message for you. I think this is kind of like, yep, I know what you mean. I've kind of been thinking that too, and perhaps this is a good assurance for you about where your intuition has been leading you, because you are the mystic. That's where I'm getting this whole idea of like, you probably have felt this too. This probably isn't a shock to you to be told this, because you're the mystic, the vision, and the bridge as well. I feel like you have a big role here in humanity with your spirituality, your psychic abilities, and your intuitive feeling. You have kind of clocked this. You've kind of like understood that this may be the case for a while. There is a promising message, if you would like to take it and resonate with it, about opportunity to open yourself up to a new birth or a new conception of a child or enterprise, or whatever you would like a love commitment to look like for you and what you would like to happen with that. There is the desire, there is the attraction that you carry that brings this sort of energy to you of wanting to commit to you. And so this person's commitment is coming from a place of heavy attachment. And once again, you feel it is true in your life to avoid relationships that carry that energy that maybe you have been in the past. And so cutting ties is kind of where you are at. Seems like your guidance so far, but let's move along to this career section, and then we are going to circle back. We do career, then relationships, and then circle back, clarify everything with just a few tarot cards. So let's move along. Career, what can pile 2 expect next? Your first card is chain of events that will affect your life. Chain, bridge, interesting. We get 2 more cards, we've got a month. So, okay, well, we'll consider all of those. So we have the month of October, which we are in. If you're watching at the time that this is uploaded, it is a timeless message, so you may watch it and apply it to your situation at whatever time you find the reading. Okay, let's just take a look what these say as well. So we have egg with success assured with good plans and hard work. We've got arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yeah, things are kind of connected, things are committed, things are happening for you. The bridge, it's connected, it's committed, it's tied together, you're on the right path, success assured with good plans and hard work, and the chain holding things together for you. Your guidance for continuing on this path in the month of October, or in the month you are watching this message for the first time, your continued guidance, which you have been receiving all along, your updated, continued guidance, letting you know that yes, indeed, you are still assured success. Yes, indeed, you are still listening to us. You are still following your guidance. Your next step, shift in focus. Now your guidance from your spiritual team in the universe is to beware of greed. It's like the golden egg here. There's something about not mistaking something huge in huge quality, and something in huge quality over a path that is chained and connected, step by step, laid out and taking you up, but not taking you straight up, but taking you up at a rate that is safe, that is appropriate, to where you're not going to reach the top and risk falling. Beware of greed, because your success is assured with good plans and hard work. So if there is something you feel like is a golden egg presented to you where that seems too good to be true, that kind of thing, where you're like, it's too good to be true, but I've seen it work for other people, it has to be real. If there's something like that that comes your way, I think you should be wary of it. I think you should do more research on it. Do not act impulsively or spontaneously in this time when it comes to handling your career and your work. And if you're in control of outcomes with that, if you are responsible for working hard to make this happen, then that is what you are supposed to do. You are not meant to have some golden egg opportunity, golden ticket that has some loopholes, has some secrets to it, has aspects that are not as shiny as they seem upon first glance. I think your guidance is that you're on the right path. You're focusing on a chain of events, which looks like baby steps, which looks like consistency with the 7 of Pentacles, which can be mundane, can be feel like the end is not in sight, but you are connected to something and you are traveling toward that something with the bridge. October, right now, when you're watching this, whatever month, or if you watch it upload in October this month, your guidance continued from your spiritual team. If you know, you know. If you have been tapped in, you know that now things have shifted. The energy is as such that you should beware of greed. Know your path is meant to be consistent, step by step. And so if something looks like you can jump and skip that entire distance, I don't think that that is meant for you. Yeah, I think that message was clear. Let me know in the comments if you resonated with that, how you understood that. If you have any questions to clarify, let me know. But let's go ahead and go into your last section, which is the vision representing relationships in general with what's next. So pile 2, can we get one more message? What is next? All right, so we have bird perched with waiting for news, package, letter. Got a month card, we have April. And here we have broom with new home, new attitude. Lovely. Waiting for news, for approval for a new home. We've got birds represented here, bird perched, and the 2 owls, and your card is vision. So there's a vision that is ahead of you that you're waiting for the news and reason to kind of fully commit to it, or opportunity to make it finalized with documentation, with approval, with just straight up commitment and deciding that this is the path if you have been in indecision about what to do next. Your vision is clear. Focus on the vision that stands out in your mind as your guidance, especially with like home. If you have strong desires for specifics with what your home life will entail and relationships within that as well, stay true to those visions. Keep focus on them, because they can blossom, they can be what is meant for you, they can be there for you. You just have to be patient to find that with waiting. Patience is what you're called for, waiting for the news, package, letter, the new home, the new attitude. And this is about relationships in general. So I do feel like this note of the cherry blossoms in April, it's like new relationships will be blossoming, perhaps with a new backdrop, in a new home, in a new space to share with community, bringing a new attitude to what those relationships look like. For some of you, there's a message of like this being a strong time to represent yourself, to like present your true self to other people by inviting them into home, and them simply just seeing how you enjoy, how you created that space, what your inspiration was behind the decorations and things like that, as well as seeing you like very much in your element, is allowing you to have more authentic relationships with your friends and family, and even like work people, inviting them into your home, or using your home as like a backdrop. That's what I mentioned before. Like, so some of you could have a message of part of your work is involving working from home, but specifically like your home is showcased, highlighted, either like outright by sharing how you decorate, sharing how you renovate, architecture type things, or it is like a good ambience that is captured through video, through photography with your work as well. It's a backdrop. Yeah, I like that. And relationships will thrive when you're comfortable and they're comfortable too. Like, people will feel like your space is a safe space. So keep that vision. Your vision is important. Your vision is a beautiful one, and stay true to it. It's authentic to you, and it will bring you the amount of joy you suspect that it may to. It will bring the refreshed attitude and perspective that you suspect is needed and that it could be capable of accomplishing for you. Yeah, so I'm going to pause my camera, allow it to cool down, and then let's finish out your reading, round out the messages with 3 tarot cards for each section to clarify all of this and give you your final guidance for moving forward. So I will see you in a minute. Alrighty, group 2, let's dive right into the clarifying messages with tarot for the love section of your reading. Please, Spirit, can you get some clarifying tarot cards? Seeing this one, we've got 7 of Cups. It's like what I said, like, if you want to take the message of a reassuring chance ahead, future full of opportunities and new experiences, then that message is confirmed with the 7 of Cups, representing dreams and opportunities to grasp that have presented themselves to you so far yet or not. Future opportunities as well. It can also be about not, for this message, like being realistic with what this current person in front of you, or maybe this is someone who's going to come into your life very soon here that shows these qualities of heavy, like toxic attachment toward you. Yeah, maybe this is like the warning to not like let that kind of slide and hold to a higher pedestal other characteristics or reasons that you kind of justify why you two should be together. Like, and what comes to mind with that is kind of like justifying it based on like picking and choosing what you feel like fits, what you feel like works. Like, you put all your eggs in one basket and say, because we have this crazy coincidence between us and we have this weird like connection, we like happen to be born in the same hospital at the same time, like something like that. If that is like the only thing that you're like having this person stand out to you as significant, then be wary of what your mind kind of does to justify their other actions, because you are blinded by this like big belief that you have in this relationship, in its place in your life. And I think that you're valid in your reasoning for feeling like someone is significant to you, for feeling like you want to explore a connection with someone. I'm not saying that your reasonings, if it was what I had mentioned, something similar to that, I'm not saying that's wrong, and relationships come and present themselves to us for all kinds of things. They're not all meant to be the long-term partner who you end up with, and so this is one that you explored, or you will explore perhaps for a good reason, but be wary, know your boundaries, know your limits, know what you have experienced before, and if they are presenting a lesson to you that you have already learned, then remove yourself from that attachment, cut the ties, get out of that situation, because the lesson has already been experienced. And if they're not bringing anything else to the table for you, leave. And don't stay just because they're giving you a new experience. If it's really bad, that's not justification to experience something really bad on the hands of someone else, at the hands of someone else, just because you call it a learning lesson. Okay. Justice. Yeah, justice. I feel like you're meant to make those calls and set strong boundaries here with love. Going forward, forevermore, and currently, if you, again, have been debating your relationship with someone and what it means and considering cutting ties, now is your call to action with justice to make that command, and the magician is capable of doing that and much more. The magician represents your opportunities again for these dreams to be created, to bring down some of those dreams down to reality, and you will know when you get the support from a relationship that allows you to do that at the same time. And you will know when a relationship causes you to put all of your focus in one basket in that relationship, and you will know when that is bad for you and how it's bad for you as well. So you'll be able to go after your dreams, create new for yourself, and have a loving, committed partner at the same time. And that's a signal to you of a aligned type of partnership that you're meant to have. Your final clarifying card here is the Six of Wands. I love to see it. You're meant to be fully seen, appreciated by your partner in love. And again, as you're making achievements, as you are becoming clear on new goals and trying new things, your partner is going to be someone who recognizes your potential, who encourages you, who uplifts you, who helps you to work through any challenges. Yeah, they appreciate you above anyone else who watches you kind of win and have these success opportunities for success and great achievement, recognitions, awards, higher positions that you acquire, like starting a business. Yeah. Okay, I love that for your love section of the reading to clarify that. So let's go ahead and clarify your career. What is next here for pile 2 in career? All right, so we've got 6 of Cups. I'm just going to adjust my camera really quick. Okay, and what else can we clarify that message with? Page of Cups. We get a final clarifying message for career, pile 2. Alright, I'm going to consider that 3 of Pentacles in career. Very appropriate. Got quite a few wanting to come out both times here with the tea leaf and the tarot, more than the other sections. Okay. So, the elements of greed and your guidance for October, and this kind of gives me that feeling like when I said like, okay, now your guidance is, I know you've been following it, and your updated guidance, like you kind of, you know what I mean. If you feel like your guidance changes from week to week or month to month, you're constantly kind of tuned in and making sure that you are acting from a place of love and peace and clarity. That's what I see with the 3 of Pentacles here with the 2 of Swords. You may not exactly see that outcome. Once again, we said we're like on a chain going step by step. You may not always be able to see when that chain ends, but you do know you were going somewhere. You were tethered and attached to going somewhere. I feel like this message here of like cutting ties with the scissors, it just kind of like ties a bit into this message for me if you're looking for any extra confirmation that like you are someone who does attach strongly to things that are meant for you. You are very attractive, which is why we have perhaps someone coming in with attachment struggles and you experience that. But all of that to say, like, you attach well to things that match you and that are good for you, and you are attached to a good outcome here with career. It is unseen, but you are on that chain, on that path, making your way to it. I think you're waiting for something to reveal itself, some struggle and burden to be able to drop away for you to have greater clarity going forward. But your guidance right now is to continue prioritizing self. I feel like there's some healing work that can be done in this time, with the 6 of Cups coming through, representing childhood as part of the aspect it brings to the table, and the Page of Cups as well, an offering to self. First and foremost, allows you to offer a lot more of that self to others, of your good self, your content, peaceful, helpful self. Yeah. In career, you're chugging along, you really are, and you can use this time because we know that you are reaching an outcome. You can use this time to work on dropping those things that maybe you have suspected have been a burden to you in this journey or just in your past in general. Working on self-improvement is big guidance here, and I don't think there's anything that's like you need to do this, but it's a helpful opportunity for you to think about improving other areas. Make your life more simple, make it easier. Like, instead of taking time to cook your breakfast, if you can find a way to do something quick and healthy and nutritious that you just put in the microwave, I don't know, just things like that that you can start to do to help yourself. The Hermit, very self-focused for your final guidance. And Strength card, it's all about you. Hone in on these habits and routines. Do your best to make your life as good as it can be, as happy, healthy, peaceful, comfortable. Get new pillows that are more comfortable and supportive for you when you sleep. Like, do those things. Invest in things that strengthen your ability to focus and work with better energy every day. And keep doing this because, again, you're going to reach an outcome. Do your best to support yourself in this time. If no one else is going to come through and cook you your dinner and clean your house and do all that stuff for you, find ways to make it as if someone is helping you Yeah, that's your message there. I'm gonna have to pause again. My camera gets overheated quickly, and then we will finish with your final section of relationships clarified with the tarot. All right, group 2, let's finish out your reading with the relationship section. Let's clarify with the tarot, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got here Knight of Pentacles. I'm gonna take this one as well. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. All right. Final clarifying message before the guidance. So, see that one? We've got 8 of Cups. So, relationships. I feel like you're approaching, again, the ability to bring to life a vision you have for home and relationship life in general in your future, and tailoring a space that is very, very comfortable for you and others to feel safe in, to enjoy building and strengthening greater foundations for your relationships, and just becoming closer together with people, again, having a safe space that your home represents, or yeah, all of those things. I feel like you are in process of working toward that. Like you could be learning about renovation and practicing with things that help to save you money when it comes to actually being a homeowner, or whatever that means for you. For living accommodations, I think you are gaining skills that will allow you to be kind of creative and make your space unique, make it customized. That could be part of what this Knight of Pentacles is as well, is a slow and steady approach with learning how to be better, how to create more. And Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is saving you a lot of, like, you're able to like not cut corners because you are like doing all of this, but you enjoy the process. So cutting corners by not having to seek out or hire help or seek out purchasing items. I think you have ways to create on your own, and it allows you to feel very fortunate that you have the opportunity to do that. You could be also going from like renting to owning a home, and you feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to, again, customize further than you ever have before. I do feel like you're leaving some kind of old living accommodation that, or you're again planning for an opportunity to leave and to approach a greater vision, because you do have a big vision. Take some time, continue doing your journaling, and just, I think, holding the vision in your mind and you're clear on it. I think that's enough for you in terms of manifesting it. But of course, I really find it enjoyable to do just journaling what I envision for myself that would make me the most happy, and just knowing no limitations with that. I think that's very fun. So also doing that in other ways, getting inspiration like online for home stuff could help you to strengthen your vision as well and get more excited. The more excited energy you're putting forward to your next chapter, it rubs off on your relationships. And again, like, it just is going to positively impact a lot of people to see them, for them to see you happy and going somewhere that is better for you. I said something about like what you approach, what you make and create shows a lot about you, your personality, and I think that they really enjoy that process of watching you be creative, watching you make your dreams and visions come to life. I think people really enjoy that for you. Like, it's also a big escape. I don't know if you also do something that you start off doing it for yourself, but you end up doing it so often and having like an excess of product that you end up selling it to your friends and family, or like just it kind of becomes a bit of like a side hustle type thing, again, because you enjoy it so much. People in your life enjoy so much how you enjoy it that they want some of it, they want a piece of it, and you have plenty because you love it that much, you do it that much. Yeah, blossoming, new things growing for you. I think that's all of the messages in that section for you guys. I've really enjoyed this reading. Let's go ahead and clarify this with one final tarot card for pile 2's final guidance in relationships going forward. What else should they know about this message? Please, Spirit, one final message of guidance. Okay, I'm seeing this one. Okay, so the 10 of Swords. Final guidance. There's a version of you that did not hold the same visions that you do now. And if there's any work to be done with releasing that, I think you're doing that by chasing after what you actually want, the vision you actually want. You are doing a lot of work to kind of like respectfully lay to rest this kind of past version of you that was passionate, ambitious, wanted things just the same way that you do now, but perhaps you were wanting the things that you thought other people would want from you. And what's different now in this journey, this is a new phase, is that you're approaching and going after things that make you very happy, and people love you all the more for that. Yeah, those are your messages, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. Please take the time to like, leave a comment on this video, let me know how it resonated, or just say hi, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss your future messages. With all that said, pile 2, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in your next reading. Hi pile 3, welcome to your messages. Let's dive right in. We are going to shuffle out archetype cards for each section of your messages. So love, career, and then platonic relationships, friendships, family, and work relationships as well, falling into that last category. So let's take a look at the archetypes. All right. Let me shuffle out here for pile 3. There is your love archetype card. Let's do career next, please. Okay, and finally relationships. Shuffle out one final archetype card. Okay, so let's take a look. For love here, you have agape, which means unconditional love. All right, for career, you've got the destroyer. Okay, and then you have the maiden here for remaining relationships. All right, let's go ahead and get some tea leaf to clarify these right away, please, Spirit. For love, agape, can we get a couple tea leaf cards to clarify all of that? See that one? So you have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. I do see these two. I think I'm going to take them. So you've got shark with take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. You also have flag with do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay. So some kind of message of a slight warning, it looks like, of continue to take care in your areas of love, and there is a change coming that is going to help bring you out of this need to continue taking close care and having a close eye on things and being tempted to do things that would perhaps quicken your process, quicken the coming together with this person, but would also be in turn causing you to lower standards and forget values and priorities you have set. Allowing those to change for someone is not your best guidance. I think there could be some kind of like innocence here with you have the deer in your Seven of Pentacles with this tarot deck you chose, and then the shark is coming up. So I feel like there's like something about innocence and being kind of susceptible to, you're strong, of course, but like there is a susceptibility to assume good intention for others, and in turn perhaps be surprised at times by how that person proved to be a bit different than that. They proved to be a shark. They proved to be a bit more dangerous or precarious with how they handle your heart and emotions. You're meant to be birthed out of some pattern of relationship and change who you are on the other side. You're not being asked to change, but what this is saying is that you're moving out of a phase of more innocence. Unconditional love is unconditional. It is there for you. It is a high value for you to practice in life, but taking care to protect yourself first while assuming that everyone deserves this unconditional love. I'm not sure if that's making sense, but I think it's a beautiful thing what you're bringing to the table, this like innocence and having strong value and care toward humanity in general. It's a strong trait that you have, but there's just message here of like perhaps in the past that seemed to be a disadvantage for you to be so hopeful and willing to offer love to everyone. For whatever reason, that was a disadvantage to you, which is crazy, which seems crazy, but that was what the game was, and the games you perhaps had been involved with did not call for you to be kind and unassuming in order to win and protect yourself. Yeah, so moving into a new phase, a rebirth, and changing so that in love going forward, you are not susceptible to being blindsided by other people's negative actions and intentions. Yeah, I think that is so far what I'm getting from that. We're going to move along with tea leaf to career and then relationships. And then we're going to circle back around and do some clarifying tarot for each section, as well as final guidance for each section. So stick around for all of those messages. We will be coming back around to love in order to get more clarifying messages and details. Okay, let's move along to your career, clarifying that with the tea leaf cards, please. That one wants to just jump right out, and I am seeing this month card, so let's take a look at all of these. Okay, I've got here Quill with Get Back to the Basics. All right, you have the month of November, and your astral house is of love. Get back to the basics in the month of November. At the time you're watching this reading, this is a timeless reading, so apply your timeline to whenever you find yourself receiving this message. So November is next month at the time that this is filmed, so apply that to whenever you're watching. Your next month is when we are seeing some of this come up and some changes happening within career. So getting back to the basics, getting back to loving what you do, destroying anything that kind of goes against your own preferences, like doing your best to customize and tailor what you do to your own preferences so that they are kind of, your outcomes are inspired from a place that you feel good about. You feel like you have you are invested in this outcome because you've infused it with your own love and passion, and seeing how that presents itself through your work is something you are very, again, focused on and invested in, is seeing how this outcome is different perhaps from other outcomes you've achieved in the past through work and career, because this time around you've gotten back to the basics and you have challenged yourself to become more clear on who you are through your work and who you are separate from it as well, and how that translates into your work. You're kind of disagreeing and destroying this idea of like being like a shell of a worker, a shell of an employee, like fitting the standards that you feel like makes you a good worker, a good employee. Once again, you're kind of destroying those misconceptions about what it means. Like, you could actually be deconstructing some kind of like norms within your workplace or within the community that you other people work within this community. Yeah, so you could be challenging like your fashion and things like that with work, and just kind of stepping a little bit out of the box and being true to yourself, representing your personality while being respectful and appropriate, and little ways like that in which you are getting back to the basics to fuel your own inspiration, make you feel good, taking care of yourself when it comes to work and career. So let's move along with the tea leaf into relationships. Can we get more information with the Maiden card about relationships? What's next for pile 3? We've got Tankard with celebration, fun, enjoyment. Beautiful. Okay. Anything else here from the tea leaf for pile 3? Relationships. I'm seeing, might have lost it. All right, we've got broken bridge with unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay, and these are shuffling in an interesting way. Okay, all right, this was the first to come out. So we have weeping willow with family sorrow. Okay, we've got tiger with doing something risky and taking a chance. We've got here fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. And we have goldfish with increased immaterial wealth or spiritual growth. Okay, so I feel like there's a message of like fun and celebration amongst a kind of like bad or unfortunate event, an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I don't know, and that like that phrase, it is quite simple what exactly that means, but I'm kind of like picking it apart and feeling like the message here, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So like you had a problem which looks like it was a person, and there was an unsuccessful outcome there with coming together with them, which is good that you did not come together with a problem. That's how this feels. I've never like had it that way in a reading, but that's how that card is reading to me and applying to this message for you right now. So relationships, you're celebrating amongst, it's like a, yeah, like, I don't know, the biggest thing that's coming to mind is when people have like a divorce party or like choose to celebrate when there could be a choice to kind of like grieve. Of course, doing all of those things that are needed to process events that take place and like loss of relationships, but choosing to take a route where you grieve, but then you celebrate and look forward to the future, to a new opportunity. Family sorrow, it could impact others, that like maybe you lose a relationship, like that hurts people close to you to watch that happen as well. But I think little do they know that this is actually like an awakening for you. Doing something risky and taking a chance, you're excited for what is ahead. Like there's a lot of passion fueling what to do next, how to move forward. To move forward with hate in your heart, passionate love or hate, or to move forward with passionate love and renewed love for yourself, better understanding. Spiritual growth is taking place, so you're becoming better at, you're wiser and you know better what is suited for you. You're coming to like spiritual realizations with relationships and who you are in that, who you want to be with as well. I think realizations that take place are backed up by a spiritual place where you justify what's best for you with some of the like philosophies that you like. Agape is showing up here, unconditional love. Like you put that as a philosophy into how you approach relationships going forward. Unconditional love, like no matter who it is, that kind of thing. Family sorrow could be some element of like family expecting again, expecting that outcome, and it fell through. It did not work. It was unsuccessful with you. Your relationship with a problem was unsuccessful, meaning you got away from it. I saw 55 on the timer. You got the opportunity for change. And how you move forward is so telling of your character as well, because again, you chose to celebrate, to bring joy into the moment, to truly see the bright side and glass half full type energy behind it. And you inspire a lot of people as well by choosing celebration over sorrow, or choosing to sit in sorrow for a short amount of time and then move into celebration and looking forward with passion, with a passionate vision, renewed love for yourself and others as well. So that's what I'm seeing with those cards so far. I think we're going to circle back around and go into the first section, which is looking at romantic love specifically. So yeah, we talked about avoiding, I mean, it's kind of tying together because we talked about being innocent and perhaps being with a person who takes advantage of that. So you have avoided that problem specifically for some of you is what that message was about, but it could also be an entirely different relationship and story as well. But take what resonates, leave what does not for you guys. Pile 3. Let's clarify the love section with 3 tarot cards. We've got the moon. Okay, there's one more. To the left of me, we have the 3 of Wands, and then one more just flew out. Okay, 3 of Wands. Okay, the moon. And we got the 3 of Swords as well. Yeah, new opportunity on the horizon with the 3 of Wands represented, and heartbreak showing up with the 3 of Swords, realizing that not like heartbreak to lose the problem, but like heartbreak, self-heartbreak over realizing the ways you were perhaps taken advantage of, or you just were not, like, you know yourself very well, you know what you admire most about. There's a lot that you could say when people ask, like, what do you like about yourself? I feel like you do have a lot that you feel like is special about you. You do have self-assurance and confidence, and you feel like you do have things going for you. And so this heartbreak coming out of a relationship perhaps where you start to realize that this person did not recognize that at all, or as much as you thought that they were. And that is hard to deal with, to see those ways in which they challenged they tested your innocence and they tested your optimism, and that was unfair and not cool that they came at you with that energy. And now you're able to look forward with the 3 of Wands at a new opportunity on the horizon for you. You will not be lowering your standards going forward, and this change will be for the better. You deserve unconditional love. You give unconditional love as well. Keep knowing yourself. Keep that self-assurance and the confidence that you do have. It's your superpower, or being authentic rather is your superpower. So keep at that. Do not allow this situation to make you consider changing. The only way you're changing is by not allowing something that does not meet your standards, because you've recognized it now. Let's get another card, one more final message for this part of the reading, final guidance from the tarot. Okay, so we've got Death card. Yeah, this is a transformation for you. This is an opportunity for rebirth. I think we talked about that over here, a rebirth, celebration, and change, a caterpillar into the butterfly, all of these aspects of transformation. Yeah, and some elements of innocence maintained, but with greater wisdom that comes in the form of knowing yourself very well. Yeah, I love to see that as your final message. This is transformation for you, and you will come out of this better. Okay, so can we get into clarifying tarot here for the career section of the reading, please? We get 3 cards to clarify. So I've got Judgment and the Queen of Wands. So I'm going to move these. Judgment and the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's get one more to clarify what's going on here in career. Queen of Wands, I love that. She's very bold, confident, inspired, passionate. That's what you're getting back as you go back to the basics within career and doing stuff you love. You've got the Strength card as well. So I feel like very much you are bringing down barriers and limitations. We have the Destroyer as your archetype card. You're making the calls to uplift yourself with Judgment. You're true to your authenticity, and that translates effortlessly into your work as well. And yeah, that's really what I'm seeing. Like the Queen of Wands, how I described her is very much who you are in this time. Bold, confident, speaking up as well as big here. You feel more self-assured and confident to do so. I think you grow a lot in this time period. Like it's very much like a expedited growth that's going to be taking place for you in career. And your final guidance message is 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. I think that naturally with all of this, there's a lot of like fiery energy coming through, but naturally with all of this, I think you could start to get ideas of how you may become more independent with work and projects and side hustles and starting a business, and you might start to become inspired for ways to improve your community, your workspace, or to start projects on your own. The 2 of Wands is thinking about that kind of thing, getting inspired for it, getting excited, but would need to kind of actualize and make first steps. Like this would be simply the thinking, the daydreaming, yeah, getting back to the basics and acting yourself, acting in an authentic way is going to naturally bring to you, your mind is going to be in the right place to get the right ideas, to get the right inspiration. It won't be fogged up by putting yourself in a box of the perfect employee would do this and be this, and in some ways that would make you lose a bit of individuality. Yeah, so stick to yourself, stick to your individuality, and your inspiration is at no short supply when you are back to the basics and working in that way. So finally, here we have the Star card to get us going with final messages over here for the relationships section. Star card, it's very positive. There's spiritual support coming your way through what may be a hurtful or may have been a hurtful kind of circumstance involving family, involving what they watched happen for you in relationship. It's encouraging. We have the Star with your spiritual team showing their support, showing that it's all in good timing, and yeah, that's what that is. Ace of Cups as well is very, very promising for what we talked about, because going forward, passionate new love is on the horizon. This is Ace, the start of something new in an emotional aspect with the Cups. And the 10 of Cups, beautiful, beautiful. You have nothing to worry about in terms of having a happy, healthy, loving life and relationship and family going forward. Any of those which you want, I think, is part of your outcome with the 10 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. That's what it is. 10 of Cups is a beautiful, colorful, passionate, vibrant outcome. And here we also have 6 of Wands, which is gorgeous, and 8 of Wands, guys. This is passionate, this is fiery, this is all coming for you. You're going to be uplifted as a king or queen or whatever you identify with in relationships, in your community, friendships, all of the above, your family. So much is going to be happening for you because of your choice to be true to yourself, to get back to the basics, to celebrate in the face of challenge and sorrow. All of this is so powerful, and all of this is very energetic, passionate, lots of fire energy coming through. If you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that can be extra confirmation for you as well. But yeah, you guys, I'm proud of you with what's come up so far. I feel like you deserve the best, truly. Like, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm getting a bit of chills right now, so I hope that this message gave you what you needed, gave you some support, encouragement, and just through recognition, you're able to feel uplifted. Yeah, so leave a like on the video, comment, let me know how this resonated for you, or just say hi if you are new to the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss any future readings from me. But with all that said, pile 3, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in your next message.